Capricorn, welcome to December 2020. Welcome to Unfold Your Soul. This will be a reading covering all aspects of your life here in December. And you are really ending something. This is like the end of the swan song, a finale, let's say. A finale of 2 years of major transformation and a lot of unraveling of subconscious patterns. So you are tying that up here in the beginning of the month. Your mind will be connected to your soul, and there is this kind of still you're unraveling the lost subconscious patterns, and it is a time of retreat. Sleep hygiene will be very important, and before you go to work, to have this kind of thing where you start to feel into the beauty of what can be. So that's going to be important for you. But a big chapter has ended here with the Wheel of Fortune, and in your present here we have the Empress, and that is all that is abundant and possible and true as well, and steady and grounded. So that's what we are working with in our present. That's what your wish is, what you are wishing for. And you are also in a place where I'm seeing you looking back at the year and be like, oh, okay, this is the journey that I have traveled, and this is the versions of me that I have died to. And there is a true shedding of a skin and moving into a next chapter that will unfold over the next 28 years. Middle of the month will be very important for you to set an intention on how you want to relate to your mind. As I see it here with the Death card, there is a transformation that is still taking place, and a story from the past can come up. It might have to do with letting go of a friend who has been very much a part of your soul journey, and letting go of a friend in a sense like letting go of control of wanting the person near and knowing that it is always there. Your friends also very important for you in this moment, and healthy relationships with them are on the menu. For everyone, codependency has been addressed this year, and with you I feel that your friends are shedding a light on how you have shared yourself in the past, and how you would like to change that in order to keep more power to yourself and to keep your center clean. So there is almost as if we can allow a new perspective of friendship to be born, like a new religion of friendship. And that's what we are writing together. So let's see what we have here for you. Your essence is creative. Your essence is creative, but a lot less rigid in structure, a lot more like, okay, what is the flame that really gets my heart burning here? And it's not about going for the first stick that is on fire, as my friend would say. I really like that expression. It's more about like, okay, what can I really see flower here? What do I really, really love? And what is my creative essence? And that is something that I see you might be taking action a lot more from love. And this chapter of like studying, okay, where does this fear come from? And all these blockages that came to the surface. I feel that now you're ready to take the good ideas that surge from your subconscious, and also from perspective that can also be, of course, explained in more human terms, but you are awakening past life skills that allow you to quantum leap into that creative essence here with the Death card present. And Pluto, we must say, will spend quite some time still in your sign. So there is a strong soul connection to what it means for you to be successful, Capricorn. So, because Capricorn is very much about having that success. In any case, let's see how we evolve here. The intention for you, and look how powerful these cards here. So we have the Queen of Wands, and then we have immediately following this the Emperor. And so the Emperor, this is the space of your intentions. So you want to create something solid here, a legacy. This is about your status, but in the best way of the world. How can you father and mother those around you? For some of you, this might be about intending to build solid foundations with a partner who might or might not be in your life. We're going to look into details when I'm going to clarify. Your aspirations Whoa, it's super intense here, all this power role. So we are really readdressing what it means to be successful for you, because now we add in the aspirations the spiritual cosmic touch. This is a person who speaks with authority and people listen to this person. So there's a change that you want to make, and like something, a role that you really are going to start to embody. This new you is being born, and this new you is creative, executive, doesn't fear standing on their own feet. You know, I see you being powerfully independent and self-realized. And when we look at it, human has to self-realize. So this is about you creating this new you. From the 20th onward, you will feel like you want to communicate here what you are doing now, and what you are about now. And this might be very different than what you were about 3 years ago. You will love being you here in December, especially second half of the month. If you would like to meet someone like this, who can join you in that endeavor, it's going to be very important for you to, I have here, let go of control issues. And then underneath I have, this could be the one. So this says that this romantic partner that you might be looking for is either already in your life or very present in your atmosphere, and you're at the brink of meeting this person. Mid-month, somebody could eclipse into your life. We have eclipses there. Somebody's strong past life connection. I'm also getting a date for you on the 28th if there is an opportunity for you to go somewhere outside. I don't know what the conditions will be at that time, but to do something that is relatively social, where you could meet people. There might be an instant physical attraction here. Something about the gaze of the person. Of course, we are all masked now, so we are allowed to have a good long stare in someone's eyes and awaken our tantric past, or the tantric wisdom that has traveled all these eons, for us to become aware of how the eyes are the windows of the soul. But this physical attraction, it will be instant when you meet this person, I'm saying, because this is going to be somebody radiating a sense of power that you're gonna recognize because you have been cultivating it within yourself. Your strengths here with the moon, it's your intuitive mind. Your strength is going to be also saying what you need. Not what you want, but being very aware of what you need. If you are unclear about this, ask your friends, not how they see you, not how they perceive you, but somebody who intimately knows you. Or you could get a reading, like a personal reading, an astrology reading, something like that if you want to tune in more. I will leave my details to my website below. That being said, the moon, it's about your feminine side, it's about your creative side. So this relates again to the Queen of Wands here, which is your very essence, you, the creator. With the moon, there is a balancing out of the fire and the water energy of a feminine and a male aspect, and we've collectively been healing relationships. Codependency has been addressed this year, and you are standing, I feel, in a much more healthy connection with the thoughts that you produce on a daily basis. Dreams might be very vivid, but you're going to approach them and realize from those dreams, fish out what you need for you to truly embody your power and to express who you are creatively, who you came here to be. What is your becoming? It's going to be so clear for you. You've been waiting for this month forever. Yes, let's see what's up here. Weaknesses. We have here a love declaration energy. So your weaknesses. In a sense, it's like, whereas before, when somebody loved you or expressed a love for you, that immediately awoken you because there was a woundedness within you that needed that love a lot. Now I see that is turning the back to this emperor at the center and this high priest and this Queen of Wands. So it's as if you have become much more able to be emotionally independent and self-sufficient, and tell yourself like, I don't need the other for that. With the support card here, I do see that you're strongly supported and that you have your guardian angels right there with you for everything that you are going to undertake. It will take shape in the structure in the next year. And you will have blessings and support there. If you don't know how to set things up financially, how to, you will get support, you will get the answers just by moving around and opening yourself up. Because here underneath, interesting, I have the card self-employment, and then underneath hobbies, and then finances. It's everything that I just said. Okay, interesting. So with this, like, if you don't know what I'm talking about with this creativity, if you're like, oh my God, like I don't really have any of this, what are your hobbies? It's such an interesting word, hobby, right? Because in a sense, to be truly human and be self-realized and self-employed, it's about not having to work, not feeling like you're working. It's about contributing and giving a service to people that they can use, or that brings joy in the world, that spreads joy in the world. And if you do it from a place of joy, from a place of love, then the finances will just follow. That will be something that you will be focused on. But within that, again, controlling is not the answer. So that's something that many of you maybe have already let go of. So let's see what's going on here. We have, again, a major transformation. So we have within the problem area, so the situation you find yourself in, you're like, maybe you have just already, like in the last year and a half, 2 years, 2 years and a half, maybe you have changed professions already, or maybe the conditions of the way you express your profession have changed so much already, and you're like, wow, do I have to change everything again? And I'm saying that at the start, like, it's here for you, this transformation. And with Scorpio still being in your sign, there is an acceptance that you are invited into, an acceptance that life is an open-ended proposition and continuously evolving, and like the why will always be happening, because that's unraveling the human mystery. And you are such an initiation energy. Capricorn is a sign of initiation. So I feel that you will know this by now about life. You're also watching this reading and you're still watching it. So that's another sign for that. So in the past you were very much, and you maybe didn't even realize, but subconsciously, like, your emotions were driving your every decision. Also, when it came to this one, these love declarations that came your way, because I see that some came your way, but actually there wasn't the solidity with the Emperor here, the solidity to back that up. So you are going to see people for who they truly are, and you're asked to relate on a soul level here. And with the emotional work you have done, because this is also a card of the mother, so with the childhood wounds that have been coming up for so many of us, with the healing process of that, there is also a maturation process that has happened. And with the Empress here in your presence, I see you also being more of a master of your emotions. And the idea is actually that as from December and as we move through 2021, that you start to express everything that you're feeling in a way through the channels of your profession or your hobby, or something extra that you have picked up, maybe during quarantine, maybe this whole collective healing and adjustment process that has happened for the whole planet. Maybe this has inspired you, or has already, maybe if you ask yourself, what new skills have I picked up over the last 3 years? And what truly gives me joy? There's an answer there. And we can go back, like, we carry the seeds of all our past lives. So you can go back and shop there. Interesting. So there is a decision. Something you are not seeing. I'm gonna have to clarify. And then we have the future. Look at this abundance. It's like you living in a community, having all the material goods that you need, that you want, but truly being grounded here. There's dogs, there's children, there's the whole thing. So beautifying the family life as well. Or maybe interesting. So what I'm seeing here is that there is a separation between this ideal that you're seeing, this ideal future, and your emotional journey that has happened over the last 2 years. And there is something that is receiving a crown here. I'm gonna say it's like setting a new intention on how you want to use your mind at the middle of the month, 14th of the month. That's gonna be a very good idea. I will have to clarify the situation. I'm going to use the Atlantis deck here. So what is this about here? For Capricorn. Any messages for Capricorn for this decision, this choice, this thing that Capricorn might not be seeing? It's like I'm hearing this thing like not knowing which way to go. But in fact, this relates to what I said in the beginning. You are linking two ways. So there is an integration taking place, a moving further on the journey. Two things, it's not because two ideas or two things seem opposite to one another for you that they have to be. It's about coming into a more holistic approach, a more giving approach of life, healing your relationship with life itself is what I'm hearing here. Okay. I feel we're not yet there yet. Sometimes it's like this with the cards. All right. And on top we go. Again, the Queen of Cups. So we have it double here. So I feel that some of you have been through something that really transformed you. I feel it is a love story, but the love story of you, of your life. Like, how have you been loving yourself? With all that water energy, I'm also feeling there might be some adjustment when it comes to your diet, to the water in your body. How clean are you keeping that? With the moon also, and the Knight of Cups here, and this thing that you are not seeing is that how you maintain this body will be reflected in how you stand in your life and act upon things. So you are cutting out some things, I'm feeling. You're starting over with your body on a clean slate. Maybe you're gonna do some kind of body image course, or get a nutritionist, or get a healing, a more energetic thing going, something with crystals, something that is really attuned with your feminine creative side, whether you are a man or a woman, we don't care. So there is the last edges of a healing of the heart, a mending of the heart, of you becoming spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally mature. To a point that you can be sharing your wisdom, that you can be sharing your skill, that you can truly begin a new creative cycle. Where whenever something strange is happening, or there is some confusion around you, or a lot of voices of different people, you are going to stand within your power. Don't listen to advice. I mean, some friends have great advice and said, but what's this thing with always giving ourselves others advice? We're just giving it to ourselves most of the time. I'm not saying that there are no people who are capable of not projecting their own stuff on you, but in general, we are built to respond, and there's a lot of response coming from fear. So what I see here is that you will invite in a more people that are more different than you, because this karmic cycle is finished and there's a new page. The people that are going to come in are going to be exotic to you. And if you were before somebody who only hung out with artists, for example, then all of a sudden maybe there's an accountant. You know, I'm giving an extreme example, and like accountant's great, you're gonna need one with your independent business here. But as I see it here with the Seven of Cups, yes, there can be a confusion, and you might feel like still sometimes overwhelmed, but that's all right. Because there's a richness of experience that announces itself in your life, and where you are able to really connect to a wider way of experiencing the world. There might be travel involved as well. Interesting. I'm feeling that there is something that that you're tying up some last things that you are letting go of. And then from the 21st, we have a totally new wind. What I'm also hearing is like, don't sacrifice yourself like that. You know, this person here is sacrificing a goat, a mountain goat. And there is this ritual my friend just talked to me about, this ritual of bleeding the goat. That I don't know what it is about, but there might be something in there. If this speaks to you, you can Google that. But there is some kind of ancient, like, this is a very ancient paradigm, an ancient way of seeing things, that we have to sacrifice something to get something else. And that's a confusion that you would perhaps like to eradicate from your thinking patterns, because this is not serving you. And then we have the Queen of Cups again. We have 3 Queens of Cups here. But as you see it here in this deck, the Atlantean deck, this Queen of Cups is very pregnant. So for some of you, there might be a change in status as well. Or perhaps you are thinking about motherhood, and there is something that you like. Maybe this not seeing is not knowing it yet, but that's a very specific situation, and this is a general reading. So it might be just about your own role as a woman that is going to be, or your relationship with women, if you are a man, of course, your role, your gender role, that is going to be expressed differently. And I'm seeing a more unified you. This is about giving birth to the woman that you truly are. In essence, that's what this card is telling me. Let's see what else we have. And all right, there is going to be around the 2021st a decision that you're going to take for yourself. Like a decision on, and it's almost like a New Year's resolution. I will be uploading readings for the full year. I don't know if I shot Capricorn yet, but I will link it below if I did. But there is a huge so it's this idea of structures falling, and we've seen it all around in society, how we are asked to readdress how we spend, consumerism, all these things. For you specifically, it's allowing yourself to build a completely new structure. And with the Emperor here, there's, in your essence, there's a promise of, there's an intent to build solid foundations, to be honorable. There is a sense of dignity around this, of stepping into your ultimate dignity, if that makes sense. 5 of Swords, different way of thinking. 5, we break with the old patterns. And then again, okay, we have the Wheel, and we started a reading with the Wheel of Fortune. So the tide has definitely turned. I am now going to read the cards for those who are single and who are looking to meet someone. So I'm going to use Lenormand to have very clear messages here. I'm going to shuffle for a bit. So give me something Capricorn can work with for December. I mean, you're going to be attractive at the end of the month, and people are going to be attracted to this new way of thinking you've set up for yourself. I'm seeing you being very popular here at the end of the month. You will have Mercury and Venus in your sign, and that's That talks about you also being more open to chatter. Well, I'm not sure we will have Mercury and Venus in your sign. I feel like I'm drawing into information from 2021. So let's put that aside, but the message is still there. All right, we've had enough. So left side will be you, right side will be the person in your atmosphere. Okay, so it's good news. There is the bouquet of flowers in the center. So this talks of a happiness together. So you're gonna meet this person when you're feeling really happy. There's something with the rose as well, the symbolism of the rose and the rose at the center of our hearts. So that is where we have the intuition. So when you meet someone new, I would say like take a breath, center in the heart. Don't get up there in the clouds, because with you, there is this energy of wanting to overthink it. And it's not necessary, is what I'm hearing here. Because this is your trust being built. This is your trust. And I mean, you have like your friendships and your relationships are such a beautiful symbol to work through. I see that you could meet this person through friends. I'm seeing also nature, going into nature, into the woods, connecting to the animal kingdom. What is your spirit animal, Capricorn? Is it the mountain goat? This other person, you're gonna have very cozy feeling about this person. Gonna feel cozy, might be very tall or kind of, you know, the embodiment is there. This kind of Taurus situation where the head is beautiful but pronounced, and it's there and it's beautiful, like Taurus in general, beautiful people. So I'm seeing perhaps a Taurus for you that might be stabilizing, and also like it could be an Aries. I mean, with the High Priest, that's a Taurus sign. We have also Cancer here. We have Scorpio, of course, with the Death card twice. So this might be a Scorpio coming in. And that could work really well together as a partnership, actually. With the Sun here, this person, I mean, they are gonna make you laugh. They are going to represent the childlike fun and games. This is laughing in the hallway and not wanting the other person to go, but being mature and be like, okay, like I need to get up in the morning. This kind of thing is what I'm seeing for you. And then here we have, this is a person who, I'm seeing this person as a bringer of good news. So really with the hand of the heart, be open, be open, be open, be open as much as you can. Because this person could be coming in from abroad, from the east, from another corner of the world, could move to where you are living, or could inspire you to move somewhere. I'm seeing a beautiful situation here, but this person is coming in with a big potential for change of your life, and might disrupt it a bit in the sense of like, okay, how we gonna start all over again here with each other, but at the same time, he's gonna feel, he or she is, they're gonna feel familiar, so familiar to you. There's something with the flowers here. I would like one card on how they see you, and then one card on how they see you. Someone with an iron will and very strong-willed and decided and powerful. Somebody good with words and eloquent. And you see them as your ticket to the world. They are, as I said, they're coming from afar, from abroad, or they might be really connected to their humanity and to their emotions, also being able to stand in the center of their lives. We have the Emperor and the High Priest here, so there might be an energy of a sort of world teacher around them. Somebody who is reaching a lot of people, or maybe a writer who has written something that was published with some really worldly information as well. So again, I couldn't be that far off with this accountant. I'm joking. Yeah, I'm liking this story. It could be an Aquarius as well. They see you as a sort of Aquarian person, like somebody like fixed in their opinion. So again, it's this person is gonna shine their light on you for you to be able to see yourself really well and them really well. Like this is good news. This is good news. This comes in, and I'm feeling it powerfully happening for you now. Do let me know in the comments how this works out for you. If it is powerfully happening, I would love to know. I love to return here at the end of the month and see how it all worked out for you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing, for liking, for commenting. That really helps the channel forward, as it is fairly new, and I would love to bring more content to you. I will also be posting some podcasts on the alignments of December that are very, very interesting to me as an astrologer. So do be on the lookout for that. I thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Namaste.